Hey everyone, Bill McRea here. I am live and I'm not sure if it's playing live or not. I think I might have set the scheduler up for 1:15 instead of 1 o'clock. Did I do that? Hey everyone, Bill McRea here. I am live and I'm not sure if it's playing live or not. Everything's fine. I apologize. What I'm going to do today is a little different. I kind of showed you some PowerPoint stuff last week that was created using the AI Content Posters PowerPoint presentation builder. I'm actually going to go through a presentation on PowerPoint today. It's not a big long sales letter. What it is a training about where we're headed with all the AI stuff. And I did a lot of research. In other words, me and Claude put this together, and that's okay. Claude's totally cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the PowerPoint presentation, but I won't be able to see what I'm doing on. I have two monitors here, but I have an iPad here which is watching, so I can see what you're seeing. That way I know that I'm on the right screen all the time. So we're going to go ahead and start that. I hope it goes well. Let's find out. That's not the monitor I wanted you guys to see. Okay, so let me change. So you're seeing this. Move this over here and go Bink. What changes? Well, I guess that's just the way it's going to work because I don't know how to make it go to the other screen. Okay, we're going to try this again. Okay. Well, let me go through the presentation just to make sure that I get through the whole thing. I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing because it's nice looking. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the forecast for 2026 AI tools, agents, and services reshaping internet marketing. So you'll be completely up to date at the end of this presentation so that you'll be able to completely understand where we're headed. I think you're seeing the wrong screen. Okay, now it looks the way I want it to look. This is the first time I've actually used the PowerPoint presentation along with Restream to make sure that I have the best possible looking thing. So now I know how to do it in the future. Let's go through my presentation. It took me all of, I think 15 minutes to build this thing. So hello to everyone and welcome to AI Forecast Update for 2026. We're going to talk about the tools, the agent services that are totally reshaping internet marketing. This isn't just about buzzwords. It's about real change that impact your daily work. Well, we'll explore how AI is making marketing easier and much more effective for all users. Think of this as your friendly guide to staying ahead of this fast-moving world. We're going to make sure you walk away with actionable insights. So let's dive into the presentation. All right, so over 60 minutes this is going to take. We're going to unpack a lot of exciting stuff. We'll start with the AI revolution in marketing and why it's super important for you right now. And then we'll break down what AI agents actually are in plain English. We'll also look at where the money and momentum is headed in this market. And of course, I'll share the most effective AI tools you can start using today. We'll even see how smart marketers are combining these tools into powerful workflows. This is a no hype zone. We're here to get the real talk. So let's kick things off by looking at how AI has become a must-have. So AI has officially moved from a nice-have to a must-have. And we're seeing some pretty wild numbers. 22% higher conversions and 30 to 50% better campaign efficiency. It's a huge jump. The big game changer is these tools are now incredibly easy to use. You don't need to be a tech wizard anymore. If you can type a sentence, you can use these tools and boost your marketing efforts. This shift means more power in your hands. And this is just a small trend. This isn't just a small trend. It's part of a massive spending explosion. And you will see that as we go through today's presentation. It's important for you to stick to the very end because it's important information that's going to impact everyone. This slide highlights the massive investment pouring into the AI world. Spending is set to hit an incredible $2.5 trillion on AI in 2026. And marketing is a huge piece of that pie. The AI marketing solution market is projected to reach over $107 billion by 2028. That's where I play. That's where I generate most of my company's income from. So it doesn't take much of a piece of pie to make a lot of money in that market. What used to be exclusive to big companies is now available to you. I'm creating software and systems I couldn't even think of doing a year ago. This explosion in spending is also fueling the rise of something even more powerful, AI agents. Now let's talk about AI agents because they're really a big deal. Think of it this way, ChatGPT is like a super smart assistant who answers your questions. An AI agent, though, is like hiring a virtual employee who can actually think, decide, and act on their own. You set a goal, they figure out the steps and do the work. For example, instead of just asking For an email, an AI agent can research a prospect's personalized message, schedule, and even follow up. That's a huge difference from where things used to be. And things are getting really exciting. That's an understatement. So we talked about what AI agents are. Now let's look at how fast this market is growing. The agentic, with an AI market is absolutely exploding. Set to hit about $8.5 billion by the end of this year. It's nearly a 40 billion market for agentic AI by 2030. This isn't just a trend, this is a tidal wave. We're talking about billions of active AI agents worldwide executing billions of tasks annually. I mean, these smart virtual assistants are becoming a huge part of how businesses operate. This rapid growth shows that AI agents aren't some far off future high tech. They're here now. And they're changing the game very fast. Now let's see how many organizations are actually jumping on that bandwagon. Following the incredible growth, it's no surprise that businesses are all in on AI agents. That's a whopping 80% of all organizations plan to integrate AI agents within the next 3 years. And 90% of CEOs expect a real return on investment as early as 2026. This isn't just big companies either, it's across the board. For us internet marketers, this is huge. It means the competition is getting smarter and tools available to us are becoming more powerful. Understanding and using these tools gives you a massive edge. But it's not all sunshines and rainbows, as we will see next. Well, everyone's excited about AI agents. It's important to keep your feet on the ground. Gartner is a research agency, predicts that 40% of AI agents will actually be canceled by the end of 2027. This happens because of things like unexpected costs, not seeing clear value, and just not having the right controls in place. There's also a trust gap. People are more comfortable with AI doing simple analytics than actually handling their money. So the big lesson here is to be smart. Don't just jump on every new AI tool, but focus on the ones that really solve a problem for you and have a clear purpose. This leads us perfectly into understanding the different types of AI tools out there. Now that we know what AI agents are and the market's up and down, let's get practical. AI marketing tools fall into 7 clear categories. And think about them this way, it can be super helpful. We've got AI content generation. That's what I focus on. Creative production, social media management, email and customer resource management, CRM, workflow automation, and finally, analytics and insights. Think of these as different departments in your AI marketing team. You don't need to master all of them at once, but knowing this map helps you pick the right tools for your specific needs. Let's dive into the first category, content generation. So let's kick things off with content generation, which is probably the most of us will use first, right? And use AI, get ChatGPT or anything to get content that's simple. Sorry about my dog. These tools are game changers. I'm going to shut the door. I'll be right back. Millie! I love the dogs, but they can be kind of a pain in the ass. So basically with these tools, they'll let you create a week's worth of content in just hours or automatically. Something like AI Traffic Secrets is your agent. It's creating content for you on a calendar. And it's simple to set up. Uh, think of something like the first tool that we're talking about is ChatGPT, which is kind of like the first thing everyone starts to use. It's kind of the Swiss Army knife for brainstorming and drafting up, creating articles and stuff. Then there's Claude, which I absolutely love, which is fantastic for longer, more nuanced pieces like blog posts. And there's Jasper, is a purpose-built for marketing teams, as is AI Content Poster.ai, helping you keep your brand voice consistent. These tools don't just write, they research, draft, edit, and optimize. This is truly incredible. Next, we'll look at how a solo marketer can use these tools to produce content that used to require a team. So we just talked about some amazing AI content tools. Now, let's see how a solo marketer can actually use them to create content that used to take a whole team. This is where the magic really happens for smaller companies. You can use ChatGPT to brainstorm, outline a topic, and feed that into Claude for detailed blog posts. And then Jasper can whip up a bunch of social media posts from that blog and create Canva AI, can create the matching graphics. What used to take days and multiple people, you can now do in just a few short hours. AI doesn't replace your unique voice. It just gives you superpowers to get your message out there faster. Next up, we'll dive into how AI is changing the game for SEO. Speaking of getting your message out, SEO has totally changed. It's not just about Google anymore. It's about optimizing for AI search tools. AI SEO tools, which we call answer engine, now track both traditional search and how your content shows up in AI is important too. Surfer's SEO helps you optimize your writing in real time, making sure you hit all the right notes for ranking. And ClearScope helps you make sure your content is deep and comprehensive enough to really stand out. This means your content needs to be ready for both the human eyes and the AI brains. Now let's get visual and talk about how AI is making designing even more easy. Okay, so we've got your content and our SEO sorted out. What about visuals? This is where AI gets really fun because you no longer need to be a designer to create stunning graphics, images, and even video. Canva AI is your best friend here. With AI-powered templates and image generation that anyone can use. For more professional stuff, you got Adobe Firefly and Photoshop. They're using AI to make advanced editing much easier. And for video, the script is game changer. You can edit video just by editing text. These tools mean you can create professional looking visuals without hiring a whole design team. And next, we'll see how AI is transforming social media management. Now that we've covered content, SEO, and visuals, let's talk about social media. All social media tools are doing, AI social media tools are doing so much more than just scheduling posts. They're helping with content creation, audience influenced too. Hootsuite, a longtime player, is now supercharged with AI to suggest optimal posting times and even generate captions. FeedHive is great for creators, offering AI content suggestion and help you recycle your best posts. And for really understanding your audience, Bandwatch uses AI to track mentions, sentiment, and trends across the internet. These tools means your social strategy can be smarter and more efficient than ever. And speaking of smarter, let's see how AI marketing is impacting email about psychics. So we're powered up social media. Now we're talking about email, which is still one of the highest return on investment channels for marketers. AI email tools are getting so good they can predict what customers want before they even know it themselves. HubSpot, for example, combines a CRM and AI for content creation, lead scoring, all in one place. If you're in e-commerce, Klaviyo, KLAVIY0 is your go-to. The AI-driven segmentation and predictive analysis to sell from email optimization to customer journey mapping. These tools make your email marketing incredibly effective and personalized. Next, we'll see how you can connect all these tools together. Okay, so we've talked about individual tools, but the real magic happens when you connect them. Think of Zapier and Make as the glue that holds your marketing operation together. These tools let your different apps talk to each other and automatically saving you tons of time. You can set up a simple if then that rules. Like when someone fills out a form, they get automatically added to your email list. Or for more complex stuff, Make lets you build visual workflows with branch logic. This means your marketing keeps running 24/7, even when you're not actively working. Next step, we'll deliver how AI helps you make sense of all these data's connected tools generate. Now all the marketing activity generates a ton of data, right? And that's where AI analytics tools come in. These tools are having a super smart detective for your website, campaigns, uh, spotting things humans would totally miss. They turn raw numbers into clear insight, showing you exactly what's working and what's not. For example, Full Story can show you where visitors get stuck on your website. And Triple Threat or Triple Whale helps e-commerce brands figure out which ads are actually driving sales. And don't forget Google Analytics 4. It's free and it uses AI to highlight trends and opportunities automatically. So once you've got your tools that you're taking, once you got your tools talking, you need to understand what they're telling you. And that's where then that leads us into some really exciting stuff. And that's AI agents. We covered a lot of AI tools, but now we're moving into the next big thing, AI agents. These aren't just tools that help you, they're tools that do the work for you autonomously. Think of them as virtual employees that can research, plan, and execute tasks on their own. We're talking about platforms that can handle lead scoring, optimize campaigns, and even manage personalized outreach. These platforms are changing how marketing gets done, moving beyond simple assistance to actual execution. Let's look at some of the big players in this space, starting with an enterprise level solution. Now, this is way beyond what most of us need, but let's look. So when we're talking about AI agents at the enterprise level, Salesforce agent Agent Force, Salesforce Agent Force is a huge name. This is where autonomous AI agents live right on inside your CRM, making decisions and taking actions based on your customers' data. Imagine AI agent qualifying leads, personalizing outreach, and optimizing campaigns without you lifting a finger for every single step of the process. It's super powerful for large businesses already using Salesforce. Now, this is definitely enterprise level. It comes with the enterprise price tag, uh, but it shows us where the industry is headed. And luckily, there's more accessible versions of this emerging, like what HubSpot is doing. Uh, Building an AI agent, um, HubSpot has introduced something called Breeze AI. It was much more accessible for many of us. It's a suite of 3 specialized AI agents that built right into their platform, and many uh, beginners already know and love it. Uh, you've got a content agent that can generate blog posts and landing page, a social agent to create, schedule social media content, and a prospecting agent that researches leads and handles follow-up sequences. This is big because HubSpot has a free CRM that's a popular starting point for many marketers. And Breeze AI adds a layer of intelligence on top of a platform you may already be using. But you don't need to be a HubSpot user to get into the agent game. So we'll talk about HubSpot Breeze AI. So we just did. This is fantastic. But we're not if you're not in the HubSpot ecosystem, where you're looking for even more flexibility, well, you absolutely don't need an enterprise budget on top into the power of AI agents. Active campaigns, for example, start at just $49 a month. And Gumloop uh, has a free tier as well. This means autonomous marketing power is now truly in the hands of solo marketers and small teams. Active Campaign packs over 30 AI agents into its platform, handling everything from email optimization to customer journey mapping. And Gumloop lets you visually build custom AI agents with drag and drop interface, so no coding is needed. It's pretty wild. So AI agents are no longer just for the big guys, they're for everybody. But what does this mean for the future of e-commerce? Uh, the next slide really blows my mind. And it's something every internet marketer needs to wrap their head around. McKinsey calls it agentic commerce. And it means AI agents could handle huge chunks of all US e-commerce sales by 2030. Think about it. Instead of a human being comparing and clicking buy, and an agent does all that autonomously on your behalf. This is a seismic shift for us marketers. Your product data needs to be machine readable. So these AI agents can find, understand, and recommend your product. If an agent can't read your product, you're basically invisible to a growing chunk of buyers. This changes everything about how we think about product visibility. So how do we actually market to these digital shoppers? Given the rise of AI, agentic commerce, marketing to AI agents is becoming just as important as marketing to humans. So it's becoming a dual strategy. For humans, you still need emotional storytelling, brand identity, visual appeal. But for agents, for AI agents, that is, it's all about structured data, clear product specification, and machine readable pricing. Think of it like SEO 2.0. You're optimizing not just for Google's algorithm, but for AI agents making purchasing decisions. That marketer, the marketer who gets on this early, are going to have a massive advantage. So make sure your product pages are data rich. Use structured markup and answer questions clearly. Now, how do the smartest marketers put all these pieces together, right? Most cost-effective way marketers don't the most cost-effective marketers don't just use one AI tool, they build content stack. It's like building high-performance engine, not just buying a single part. You can create affordable AI marketing stacks for as little as $0 to $350 a month. This stack can rival what agencies can do, like a social media agent or advertising agency, for thousands of dollars. The key is connecting these tools through automation so data flows seamlessly between them. For example, you might use ChatGPT for content, Canva AI for graphics, and HubSpot free CRM for contacts. The real magic happens when these tools talk to each other. So if you're getting started, where should you begin? For all this talk of tools and agents, it feels a bit overwhelming, right? No, don't worry. If you're just getting started, here are 5 tools to try, and they're all free or nearly free. First is ChatGPT, your AI research assistant, copywriter, and brainstorming partner. Start every project here. Send Canva AI lets you create your professional images and social media marketing, social posts without any design skill. Third, HubSpot CRM. The free version helps you organize contacts and send marketing emails. Fourth, Google Analytics 4 is essentially for understanding your website visitors. And finally, Zapier, with its free level, connect your tools so they work together automatically. These 5 tools cost nothing to start and cover most of what new internet marketers need. But as you start, there are some common pitfalls to avoid. Now that we've talked about some of the great starting points, let's make sure you don't fall into some common traps. These mistakes can really waste time and money when you're just getting started with AI marketing tools. Just don't buy too many tools too fast. It's easy to get started, but you'll end up with a bunch of subscriptions you don't use. I hate that. Second, always edit AI output. Think of AI as your supermarket or your super smart intern, not the final decision maker. Your unique voice in enterprise is still essential. Third, don't chase every new tool. Stick with the proven platforms that solve a real problem. Fourth, individual tools are good, but connected tools are amazing. So invest time into learning automation. And finally, don't expect perfection from AI. It's this first draft engine, not a finished product machine. Avoiding these pitfalls will put you way ahead of most beginners. Now let's look at what's coming next in AI, and it's kind of mind-blowing. In the future of AI in marketing is moving incredibly fast. These are the numbers really drive that point home. By 2027, AI agents will influence almost all business to business purchases. That's a huge shift in how businesses buy and sell. By 2030, complete transformation. Um, by 2030, these agents will be executing 415 trillion transactions every single year. That isn't just about efficiency, it is about a complete transformation of the digital landscape. The European Union AI Act is also coming, which set some ground rules for how AI tools operate. So what this means for many of us marketers? It means our human skills become even more important. In a world where AI handles more and more tasks, your human skills, become your human skills become your superpower. Prompt engineering is like the new typing. It's how you talk to AI effectively. Strategic thinking is a crucial because AI can execute, but you still need to decide the right direction. Authentic storytelling will cut through the noise of AI generated content. Tool orchestration means knowing which tool is combined and how to connect them. And finally, adaptability is key. The tools will keep changing, so staying course and learning new things will keep you ahead. So let's recap everything we've covered. We've covered a lot. So here's your cheat sheet. The main takeaway is to keep in mind AI marketing tools are no longer optional. They are standard for success. And AI agents are the next big thing, working for you autonomously. The market is exploding with trillions being invested in making tools better and more accessible. You don't need a huge budget. A powerful stack can be created very affordably. Start with these 5 tools that we talked about. Remember to market to both humans and AI agents. And most importantly, your human skills are still valuable. So thanks so much for hanging out. I'm going to quit the presentation. So today was my first attempt at doing the PowerPoint thing. And it was a little rough at the beginning, huh? And I'm sorry about that. But the content that I shared with you is extremely valuable because it goes to how the future is. And it really sounds like if you're not playing with AI or working with AI right now, you're going to be left behind. And there's really not a whole lot that can be done for that. If you do, get left behind. So how am I using AI agents? With Mass Passive Profits AI or AI secrets, AI traffic secrets, or I'm using Marbleism to manage my social media. I don't like their blog poster. It doesn't work very well. I have not looked at HubSpot. And that may be, I learned today about all the benefits that it's providing its clients. Maybe that's a good tool for me. Now, I have a business that's been going for 18 years, and I'm not afraid to invest into it. I had 1.65 employees, and we're down to just me. That is because a couple of things. One of my big projects was a we had a support company, which is where most of the people came from. So when you called customer support, hello, we were one of the companies that provided that. Okay, that business got killed by AI. And so we just laid all those folks off. And, I had 4 programmers working full time. And one of my big projects was a tool used by hosting companies to manage what we call wildcard subdomains for creating subdomain-based websites. That contract is gone. It was for a number of years. We provided the maintenance of software we created back in 2010. And all I'm doing now is creating AI type tools, simple ones like the AI traffic secrets, MPP AI, which is complex. And I'm discovering easier and easier ways to actually get work done for clients who buy our software. AI content poster.ai, probably got another 2 weeks to finish it, and I'll be selling that. This PowerPoint presentation came right off of that tool. We have it now set up to allow people to create presentations. This is the result of that system. So it works really, really good. And so you're probably going to be getting lots of these type of PowerPoint things because I can put together an organized system and get through a lot of content. In this meeting, we've had a lot of content that we delivered to people. And there's some very actionable things. Being able to connect your agents together is something else I need to take advantage of. Now, I'm using Claude Code to do my programming because it's superior. I'm using Manus Agentic to do certain things, design websites, build them, host them, and it's really amazing because all I do is say, I need this. And 20 minutes later, come back, goes, this? And I'll go, yeah, okay, pretty good. I got what I wanted, thank you. So like if I need to build a sales letter, I can use Manus. Or if I need an opt-in form, I use Manus. Or if I want to build a tool like AI content poster.ai, I can use Manus because it is the underlying AI of the system. And it's an agentic-based system, which means it's in essence an agent. It goes out and does for you what you want it to do. Now, as far as agents running ads, I haven't done that yet either. So there's a lot to learn, and as I go through these things, I'll share them with you guys because there really is a lot. One of the things that's powerful to understand is a lot of people are not happy with their email marketing results. They're not what they used to be. And the problem is the way we send emails. We log into our system, we send out a broadcast email. You'll see, we do it too, but mostly what we do is we have emails scheduled to go out. Like I have emails already scheduled for every week through the end of June to remind people about this live presentation. And I'm using GetResponse because it's a reliable system. I've used Aweber, I've used other. I have never used ActiveCampaign. It may be worth looking at because what I discovered today is behavior-based email modification could just totally be a game changer, so that you can find yourself in a position where you thought email marketing was dead to where email marketing goes back to where it was as the most effective way of marketing. So I use social media for branding, for promoting my music, uh, and for having an audience. I use Twitter for certain things. I use TikTok and I use uh, Instagram. I cannot use Facebook because Facebook don't like me. I was banned because I was using my tool crawling their site. You know, that's why if you look at it, the big AI guys out there, um, Grok, X, like that. Um, Google already has permission from all the bots, and Microsoft is tied into LinkedIn. Watch for that to be interesting. And because business to consumer, LinkedIn is a source of where you find those clients. And then Manus is connected to Meta, Facebook. So there's these sources of content that they can legally crawl. So you don't want to go crawl content that you don't have permission to. So I abandoned creating that type of AI, and I just piggyback my tools on an AI, whether it's Manus or Claude or ChatGPT or the three that I use. So pick what works for you. I would consider looking at something like ActiveCampaign and setting up agents to really help streamline your marketing so that it's tailored to the individual's interest. That's the sort of stuff that gets opened. Somebody goes, yeah, I'm interested in this. It's not some sort of tricky clicks type of email that comes in and says, you're going to make $1 billion, click here. No, that stuff is going to stay in the trash. And those marketers, if you notice, have kind of gone the way of the dodo bird. This is not effective. Google has their AI managing the inbox really well. But if you're sending marketing email that's tailored specifically that customer's real interest, you suddenly go from an environment where you used to try to trick people into buying stuff. I don't like that at all. To where you're trying to set it up so people know and like what you're selling them. So there's some real value in what the ultimate improvement's going to be in your bottom line. So the days of sending out a spammy email to promote a Warrior Plus product or a ClickBank product to make a few bucks, those are not gone. But I think all these tools are going to evolve into something more useful to market. So, okay, I've gone 51 minutes. So that was supposed to be an hour-long presentation. I have a throat condition, which makes it difficult for me to talk. I think my voice is going out like my dad's did when he got older. But that's my wife says you're getting more like Ed every day. Ed was my dad. And he's on the wall. I can't wake him. He's just an amazing man. And he passed away. It was one of the saddest days of my life. Um, but I became a diabetic like my dad. I can't hear anything, got to wear hearing aids like my dad. He kept his hair and I didn't. That's actually linked to my mom. Her brothers are like me. And he died of dementia at 94 years old. Healthy guy. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm becoming more like him, and that's probably a good thing. We will see you all next week. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and have a great day.